How's it going, everybody? It is October 6th. This is merch by Amazon or merch on demand sales update. And as you saw in the cover and title, this is a very special day, but not for the reasons that you would have assumed. This is a very special day because there's a big fat zero right here on the 5th. This is Wednesday. Now, if you're thinking, you know, why is that so special? Well, because it doesn't happen often for me, and I'll show you guys how far back we'll have to go. But when something like this happens, when I get a zero, for example, or when I get a bunch of zeros in some of the other marketplaces, it's not a big deal because I get zeros all the time in these other marketplaces. However, let's remember the 5th in the US, zero. 5th here, UK, zero. Germany, zero. France, zero. Italy, zero. Spain, zero. And Japan ruins it for us because I got one. So this was actually a very, very unusual day. And I have my own theories and everything, what's going on. I did get a bunch of rejections starting, I think, 2 days ago. And some people actually say that rejections totally affect your sales, especially in the next, I guess, couple of days or weeks or whatever. I personally don't believe that. I think, it's just the lack of sales. Sometimes when it's a very aggressive day like that with a bunch of zeros, especially in the US, I go back to Amazon doing something behind the scenes or algorithm or whatever, changing the algorithm, but it could be a bad day, right? The point is we don't know, but it is so unusual. So let me show you guys. This is the last 90 days, and these are my US sales. As you can see, like there are bad days. Today, okay, so today I'm recording this before noon. I already have 5 sales, so this is okay for now. So going back to, for example, what is this? The 6th of, I guess it would have been September, August, one sale. So at least one sale, right? So that's going back to July. If we go to June, there's a 2 here, but no zeros, right? If we go to May, and I know this is taking a while, but I actually want to do this. There's a 4 here. That was the lowest for the US market. For May, no zeros, right? We go back to April. Because I've had a few bad months. There's a 1, right? But no zeros. So we're going back, a few months here. Let's look at March. No, there's a 2. There's another 2, but no zeros. February, and I think you guys get the point, but I'm going to get to it soon, so don't worry. This was actually, I can't even remember what happened here. But look at this. I can't even remember this month. This was pretty bad, but that was coming out of my worst month of the year, which was January, but I actually don't remember this. I have no memory of this at all. This would have been like a worrisome month until, I got to here. But still, no zeros. Let's look at the worst month of the year, January. Look at these ones. No zeros. December. There it is. I had to go back to December of 2021 when I had another zero. And I can't remember, like, if, let's see if I can actually do this. If we can see if for that day, if it was all zeros, 23rd, 24th. So I guess that would have been it. It was either all zeros or, yeah, it doesn't matter. I can't really see, but the US one is definitely it. And then I remember going back before this date, and it was, I can't remember, I think it might have been over a year when I had another zero. So this was so rare. and I just couldn't figure it out yesterday because usually like I'm getting these kinds of sales around noon, and then or later on at night things come in, uh, but then this happened. And here's the funny thing: I'm actually running a number of ads, very low budget, $3-4 a day for a number of ads. I think something like 5 ads, 5 products. Uh, Sales were going great. Sales were actually increasing. I had a great weekend, and then that happened. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you never know. And me personally, you guys that have been following me for a while, you know that I'm not affected by this. I actually kind of find these kinds of things interesting. You definitely don't want a bunch of zeros, especially in this tier, this many products live and all that kind of stuff. But it does happen. And again, I'll just go back to my positive messaging, especially for new people. It is okay. It is okay. This is why we have other stores. This is why we just keep working, because I'm okay having a 0 day, even though it could be devastating. I don't know how you would feel. But again, think about what I just took you through. I went all the way back to December of 2020 to find another 0 day. And that to me is great. That to me is special. And I understand that I'm using special here as a negative and a positive, but I'm definitely not going to let this, crush me or, you know, get rid of my motivation, demotivate me. No, things just go on and we're going to keep doing it, right? But I am very, very curious about what happened. And that's why I'm putting this video out, because I want you guys to tell me, has anyone noticed? What were your sales like yesterday? Did somebody actually have a spike in sales? Because I've had, when I would put out videos and actually say I had a huge spike in sales, and then a couple other people would say, "Yep, I noticed the same thing," and then there would be other people that say, "Nope, just got totally destroyed." So I'm actually curious if there are people that noticed the exact opposite yesterday when it comes to merch. But anyways, for now, I'm going to leave it here. I'll go into my total sales and everything, in different videos later on. But for now, I just wanted to tell you that this happened yesterday. Japan saved me. It would have actually been cool for the video to have all zeros, but not in practice. Like, I actually want to make sales. That's the point of this business. So today, already better. We're going back to normal, but I'm curious. Anyways, I'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching, but that was a very interesting day. I'll talk to you later.